But this last week, oh man, this last week I had a moment where I turned into a 5-year-old child again. I started squealing as like a kid at Christmas time. Bethesda have finally announced it. The Elder Scrolls 6 is coming eventually. Now, it's going to be a couple of years because they've got a new franchise that they're going to probably release next year. So it'll probably be the year after next, probably about the time where the new consoles will come out. But yeah, man, I'm hyped for Elder Scrolls 6. I really, really am. So what do I want as a fan? It's very, very simple. I know it sounds like, well, okay, let me rephrase it. It's not simple. It's going to be difficult to do. But what I want as a fan is this. I want it to be a hybrid of the 3 games that have been released in the Elder Scrolls series in the last 12 years. I want it to have the in-depth and richness that was Oblivion. I want the gameplay and the control aspects of what was Skyrim. And I want the in-depth of crafting like the Elder Scrolls Online. I want the idea of being able to create Nordic battle axes as opposed to just plain old battle axes. You have to have a racial tool to make a racial item. I love that. I want the races to have their own unique stats and weaknesses as opposed to just all having great stats. I want them to include survivalism. I want them to have realism in terms of diseases and special needs, kind of like what they have in mods right now. Survivalism, food, the stats all affecting each other, not just just something in depth, not just great graphically, and of course mainly a good storyline. Because I love Skyrim, but the main storyline is it's a good playthrough. Don't get me wrong, but it could have been so much better. There's a couple of other things that I'd like for it to do too, like for example, in the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, for example, you could join a group called the Companions. And they were at war with a group called the Silver Hand, but you could never join the Silver Hand. So it's like I want it to be a role-playing experience as to where if I decided to not help this faction, I could help this faction. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I can't say enough things. I've got my my eye out on a couple of new games in the next couple of years. There's the Oddworld Soulstorm. There's Elder Scrolls 6. There's the new franchise that Bethesda are bringing out, and I'm hyped. My 34-year-old self has turned into a 12-year-old child again.